Hello and welcome to today's stretching mobility video. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So today the equipment that you'll need is a stretching mat, or if you're not on a carpeted area, find a nice comfortable space where you can kind of lie down and go into a kneeling position. When we go into that kneeling position, maybe have a cushion, pillow, or if you have yoga blocks, have that ready if you're feeling discomfort with the knee. And then as well, if you have tubing, you can use tubing. If you don't have tubing, you can grab a towel, and we're gonna do some stuff overhead with the tubing, the towel, or if you have a dog leash, anything to kind of go overhead to kind of open up the shoulders and chest here. So towel. You can kind of fold it in half here and still do the same thing overhead as well. So towel will do as well. So we'll start with our feet hip distance apart, standing nice and tall, and we'll just kind of start with some deep breaths there. So we'll have our arms up to the side. Let's reach it down. Big deep breath in, reach it up, nice big stretch up to the ceiling, and big exhale. So down. Big inhale, big reach up, and big exhale. We'll do one more. Nice big deep breath in, and breathing out as we stand nice and tall. Just doing a little torso twist, stretching out that low back. And slowly back to middle. We'll roll out the shoulders, and few going the other way, and getting to a big arm circle, opening up the chest, shoulders. We'll do a few going the other way, and relax here. So grabbing that towel or tubing here, we're going to start with our hands a little closer. So maybe shoulder width apart. We're just going to go overhead, standing nice and tall, not swinging our hips forward. So standing nice and tall, reaching overhead. We're going to feel a nice stretch into the chest and into the shoulder. So we're just going to hold it here. Big inhale. Big exhale, and slowly bring our hands forward. Depending on the length of your towel, we're going to go a little wider. So maybe this is as wide as you can go. So we're going to go into this wide position. Bring your hands overhead, holding it here. So feeling it more into the chest now. And if you can't bring your hands forward here, you can just bring them behind, let go, and bring them forward. Or if you're in this behind position, and if you can't bring them back forward, go right ahead. So we'll just roll it out. And we're getting a nice stretch into tricep here. So with that towel, what we're going to do is we're going to grab the top here, and then with the other hand here, we have a little tension at the top here, and we're going to pull down. And as we pull down, we're going to get a nice stretch into that tricep here. So just kind of pulling up a little tension, stretching out that tricep. And relax here, we'll take it to the other side. So just a little tension. Okay, let's just find the right position here and pull. And relaxing that arm, coming back forward here. We'll put that tubing off to the side for a bit, and let's reach down. Big deep breath in, and big deep breath out. We're getting a nice stretch into the neck here. So bring our right arm behind, dropping our ear to the shoulder, hang out here, and gently pulling on our head. Bring our ear closer to the shoulder. Get a nice stretch into that neck. Yeah. Slowly back to center, left arm behind, right ear, right shoulder. So again, gently pulling on our head if we need a deeper stretch. Yeah, just relax. Breathing normally. Inhale, exhale. Slowly back to center, arms to the side, we'll reach it down. Big deep breath in, big deep breath out. We're gonna fold forward, looking straight down to the floor, hands on our shins, nice flat back, making sure we're not doing this. So keep those shoulder blades together. And we'll stretch up those hammies. We're gonna get ready, we're gonna come down into a tabletop position here. So I'm just gonna adjust the camera here. So coming down, hands underneath the shoulders. We can take our knees a little wider than our hips. So again, nice stretch into that inner thigh. So we're gonna sit back into that child's pose, reaching those hands forward, dropping our head to the floor. So this is where that pillow can come in handy. So I just have a hoodie here, so if you can't get your head down all the way to the floor, just have that cushion pillow block right underneath your forehead. Can't really see it, but so that blocker pillow will kind of lift your head up if you don't have that range of motion to get your head down onto the ground. So look like this. And making sure your neck is relaxed, away from your ears. Yeah. Sliding the hands in. We're gonna get a nice stretch into the shoulders here. So once again, you can still have that pillow cushion for your head if you need to. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our right arm, we're gonna reach it up, we're gonna feed it under, dropping to the side of our head. So once again, if you can't get your head down to the ground, we got this. So we're feeding that arm through and getting a stretch into that shoulder. And try and stay relaxed. Really reach it across. Feel that stretch into that back of the shoulder. And we'll slowly unwind, coming back up into that tabletop position. This time we're going to take our left hand, reach it up, feed it under, dropping to the side of your head. And feel into that left shoulder. Inhale, exhale, and we'll slowly unwind, coming back up into that tabletop position. So we're getting a nice stretch into our forearms here, so you can do it in this position, or if you want, you can go over to the wall and do it as well. So in this kneeling position here, just the tops of our head, against the floor. We'll get a nice stretch in the tops of the forearms. If that's too much for you, just slide your hands away from your legs here. Or like I said, once again, you can do it against the wall here. So that's your second option. So again, neck is relaxed. Inhale. Exhale. And we'll slide those hands so we come out of that stretch. So this time, without the fingers facing back, stretch into the bottom of the forearms. Once again, this is too much for you. Just bring your hands forward. Lessen the intensity. And once again, along the wall, if you need to. And hopefully feeling a little less tight, loosening up here. Ooh. And we'll come out of that stretch. Let's do a few wrist rolls, just nice big circles. And do a few going the other way. So we're going to come into a kneeling lunge position, grabbing that tubing or towel again. So we're going to bring our left leg forward. We're going to reach overhead. So we stretch out the shoulders. And then we're just going to add a little side bend. So with this here, we're getting a stretch shoulders, chest, and hip here. So just lunging and overhead. And slowly back to center. Other foot forward, up, adding that side bend. Whoop, losing my balance. And slowly back to center. Knees together. Tubing off to the side. We're going to stretch into the hamstring here. And we're going to dig that heel into the ground. We'll start to fold. Bring your chest kind of down towards the ground here. Stretching out the hammy. So we can have our hand on top of our thigh, shin, hips, or floor. Just don't press on top of that kneecap. Relax that foot. Take it to the other side. So start to, whoop, wrong one, already did that. Dig that heel, point those toes up. Again, hands on your hip, thigh, shin, floor. Maybe a combination. And stretching out that hammy. Relax that foot. We'll come back into that tabletop position. We're going to get a nice stretch into the inner thigh. We did this last week as well. So we'll bring our left leg forward. Coming onto our hands here. Once again, start to shift your body weight forward and back. And once we find that tight spot, just kind of hang out there. Maybe 5 seconds or so. See if it starts to loosen up. If it loosens up, And just kind of rock back and forth and try to find another tight spot. So again, just listen to your body, feel where it's tight, hang out there. And let's bring those knees together. Take it to the other side. And once again, start to go back, forward, find that tight spot. And once again, 5 seconds or as long as you need, but at least 5 seconds. Knees together. So we're going to make our way onto our back here. So lying onto your back here, we'll start with our feet, hip distance, knees up. We'll stretch out the outside part of our hips here. So we'll just kind of do some knee windshield wipers. It's just nice and easy. If you're not feeling stretchier, you can bring your feet a little wider. And maybe hold it for like 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds, and then take it to the other way. And hopefully with each side to side movement, hips start to feel a little looser. And from here, we're going to drop our knees over to one side, and we're just going to hang out here. Holding that stretch. And slowly, knees back to the middle. We'll drop them over to the other side. Let's see how the other side feels. And we'll slowly bring the knees back up, flat on our feet here. We're going to get into the inner thigh stretch here. So we'll tuck the knees in, bring the soles of our feet together, and then just drop them down to the floor, knees off to the side. Option number 1. Option number 2 or more, lifting your feet off the ground, grabbing your knees, maybe around the ankles, around the feet, over the toes, into that happy baby pose here. So your options here, ankle, over top, knees, or flat on the floor. And just hang out here. And we can also try focusing on that breath as well as we're just lying down. Nice big deep breath in. Big deep breath out. And from here, we'll plant the feet. We'll extend our legs in front, arms off the side. overhead. We'll spend about a few minutes here into a final Shavasana. So if you want to tune up some kind of peaceful music to kind of help with this portion of it, a little meditating, a little working on the mind here. So just find a nice comfortable spot on the floor, comfortable position, neck is relaxed, play that music, and we'll spend about 5 minutes here. And just lie down, big deep breath in, big deep breath out. Eyes are closed, shoulder blades down. Big inhale, big exhale, just working at your own breath here. Trying to find calmness, peace. Releasing all that tension into the neck, shoulders, hips, legs. It's all kind of melting away. Once again, focus on that breath. Big deep breath in. Big deep breath out. Maybe looking back on how your week was. Were you active? Were you productive? Don't forget, inhale, big exhale, breathing, focusing on that breath. And we'll slowly begin to wiggle our fingers and toes. Slowly getting feeling back into our limbs here. And as we start to feel that blood flow into our limbs here, wrist rolls, ankle rolls, and slowly, when you feel ready, we'll tuck the knees in, give them a nice big hug, and just start rocking side to side, gently massaging out that low back, and slowly into a seated position. So rolling over onto our side, coming up into a seated position. If you can't sit comfortably on the floor here, take that pillow cushion, stick it underneath your bum if you need to. So I'm just finding that comfortable seated position. Nice big deep breath in, sitting tall, length into that spine. 2 more. And big exhale. One last one. And big exhale. Just do a few twists, side to side. See how that low back is feeling. Back to the middle. Roll out the shoulders. And arms to the side. Big reach up. Nice big stretch. Big exhale. 2 more. Big reach up. Big exhale. One last one. Big inhale and big exhale. All right. That's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed the workout. Hope you're feeling a little calmer, better, more relaxed as we end off another week in quarantine. As always, please stay safe. Have a wonderful weekend. And we'll see you back on Monday. Hit with me. And until then, ciao.